Class of 2026, welcome. This night's for you. I'm Mr. Dave Lindbeck, principal here at Kingsford High School, and it's my absolute honor to welcome you to tonight's scholarship presentation. The class of 2026 has truly left a mark here at Kingsford High School. This is a class filled with leaders, innovators, artists, athletes, musicians, scholars, and individuals of tremendous character. Throughout their 4 years, they have represented the school community with pride, determination, and resilience. Tonight, we gather to celebrate not only their accomplishments, but also the bright futures that lie ahead of them. This evening, we recognize the outstanding achievements of our seniors, as scholarships are awarded to support their post-secondary goals and dreams. These scholarships represent countless hours of hard work, perseverance, dedication, and the commitment to excellence. Tonight, 72 over 139 seniors will receive scholarship offers, an incredible accomplishment for the class of 2026. Collectively, this class has been offered an astounding $4,700,000 in scholarship from local donors, community organizations, colleges, universities, technical schools, and national programs. That number is a direct reflection of the talent of our students, the support of our staff and families, and the strength of our community. On behalf of Kingsford High School and Brighton Township Schools, I want to extend our deepest gratitude to all of our scholarship donors, whether your contributions come through family memorials, trusts, organizations, foundations, businesses, or personal gifts. Your generosity changes lives. These scholarships provide opportunities, open doors, and invest in the future of our students. Your support will have an impact far beyond tonight, and for that, we sincerely thank you. I also want to recognize the scholarship committees. Thank you for your time, care, thoughtful consideration, and you put into reviewing these applications and selecting the recipients. We know these decisions are never easy, and we deeply appreciate your dedication to support students. Also, a special thank you goes to Mr. Justin Cowan for his tremendous work coordinating tonight's digital presentations and helping make this evening possible. Your efforts behind the scenes do not go unnoticed, and we appreciate everything you have done for tonight's ceremony. Thank you as well to Mrs. Verity for capturing tonight's memories through photography. I'd also like to especially thank Mrs. Jamie Lockhart, our Kingsford High School Scholarship Coordinator. Mrs. Lockhart works tirelessly with students, families, donors, committees through the scholarship process, from applications and deadlines to communication and organization. She consistently goes above and beyond for our students. Mrs. Lockhart, your dedication, professionalism, and care make an incredible difference, and we are deeply grateful for all you do. Additionally, I'd like to thank Mrs. Christina Tell, Mrs. Riptag, Mr. Zach Wedge, and Mrs. Kendall Sutton, and Mrs. Olivia Bloomer for their unwavering support of our students throughout this process and throughout the school year. Mr. Wedge and Mrs. Sutton, your daily guidance and support help these students navigate important decisions and opportunities as they prepare for life beyond high school. Our students are fortunate to be surrounded by such a caring and dedicated team. And now it is my pleasure to invite Mrs. Jamie Lockhart to the podium to begin tonight's scholarship presentations. Please join me in welcoming with a round of applause, Mrs. Jamie Lockhart.
Good evening. Thank you everyone for coming this evening. The first presenter I would like to invite to the stage is Mr. Bill Bertoli.
It's always a pleasure to come here back to Kingsford High School, because I taught here for over 30 years. And to come back, to see the students, to see what you've accomplished, to see the scholarships and the kind of money that many of you are going to get tonight. It's always a real pleasure to come here and to be a part of that ceremony with us. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that, because it's always wonderful to come back here and see Kingsford students. The first scholarship, to myself personally, it's a really special scholarship. It's the Americo Ferrucci Scholarship. Mr. Ferrucci was a science teacher here till he retired at age 65 and was forced out at that time, because if he could have kept teaching, he would have. He had high expectations for students, and students worked hard for him to meet those expectations. And that's what makes this scholarship so great, is that he worked hard with students, and they went on to do great things after they left Kingsford High School. So to myself personally, this is a really special scholarship to be able to give out. The first scholarship winner for the Americo Ferrucci Scholarship is Peyton McMahon. Congratulations. We're in school and get a quick picture. The next scholarship is also really special to me, because it's in honor of my parents. My father was the head of the athletic booster club here for a long period of time. He kept books at basketball games. He worked track meets. They lived right next to the football field. My parents were always in the school. Whether it was to music recitals, they heard Mr. Shirk play a whole bunch of times. That's going to be one of the presenters. They would come back for plays and things, and the thing that impressed them the most about Kingsford students was the high character that they so often saw. They saw good things from Kingsford students, and they got to see that a lot too. They would do things like, I used to run a rockery program here. They would travel and go on the road with us as chaperones. And they developed a really love of Kingsford students and the kind of character that they showed. And when they decided to do a scholarship, they wanted to do it to honor the character of students, of Kingsford students. And that's one of the big considerations for this scholarship, are the character of the individuals. And I know these two students have high character. And the reason why I know they have high character, I had 3 of their 4 parents as students at Kingsford High School. And the character that they showed was absolutely outstanding. They were very good people. They were people of high character. And I'm so thankful and happy to see that those traits have been passed on to their children. The William and Joyce Bertolli Scholarship is a 4-year renewable scholarship for $2,000 a year. The winners of the scholarship this year are Jack Kriegel and Cassandra Olson.
last time I saw you. Thank you. Yep. More than welcome. I'm going to be coming in Friday at 11 o'clock to talk with the teachers for a little. Okay.
Next, I would like to invite Barb Reitzner and Jonathan Ringel to the stage for the Imagination Factory Scholarship.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Barb and I are up here together because we're basically one person, so we have to do everything together.
That's right. Kingsford High School, number
Number one.
one. Number one for student leaders, number one for student volunteers.
That's correct, and we'll give a shout out to Leah Rankin, #1 Key Club advisor.
That's right.
Appreciate all the support.
Now, we're honored tonight to award John Brennan a $2,000 scholarship for his outstanding student leadership and student volunteerism at the Imagination Factory Community Center and Children's Museum.
Absolutely. John excels in the classroom and all of his club activities, especially Key Club. It's amazing he can put up with Barb and I for as long as he has.
Now, John has great family support. They're always available, and they're very loving, and just an exceptional family.
John,
John,
we love
we
you.
love you forever.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
We love you forever.
And then I think you hold
Oh,
this.
careful.
Yeah, take that.
Take that now. Okay, we got this little certificate.
Barb wants
you
to
go.
make sure nothing's broken.
Okay, and your check over here. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kingsford High School. Wow.
Next, Tamara Jewell will be presenting the Dickinson Area Community Foundation Scholarships.
They're a tough act to follow, so I'll try and entertain you. I'm Tamara with the Dickinson Area Community Foundation, and there's a separate booklet that's included in your list of scholarships. Hopefully you'll have the time to take a look at those who have donated and the scholarships that are available. I think it's really important to recognize the people that have set these scholarships up. The Community Foundation is made up of endowment funds, and to date, we started in 1995, but last year we crested the $6 million amount back to the community in grants and scholarships. So that's just phenomenal for our area. So kudos for $6 million and for the people that believe in the Community Foundation and our community. I want to let the graduates know that all of these are decided by various committees, and if you're winning a scholarship or a scholarship recipient tonight, no matter what the amount is, they chose you, and they have faith in you, and it's your job to go out there and do your very best to be thankful. So congratulations to the recipients this evening. I think this is the largest amount since I've been here that we're awarding to Kingsford. Tonight we'll be giving away $59,350 in scholarships, so that's a lot. So the first scholarship that I'll be awarding this evening is the Waves Memorial Swim Scholarship. We have two recipients. It's in the amount of $350 each, going to Chloe Blazer and Marley Dixon. Chloe, Marley? Chloe. Make sure I got these right. And then if you just want to stand over on the side, we're going to do a big group picture. For the next recipients, we're going to stand over here and try and get a nice big group picture at the end of all of these. of this $59,000. The next scholarship is the Ron Caviani Scholarship. It's a jazz musician scholarship, and it's one time going to Mackenzie Landcorps. Congratulations. You're very welcome. Next is the Bill Bocek Memorial Scholarship. It's a one-time award that'll be awarded in January. It's $7,000, and it's going to Evelyn Langdon. Congratulations. Next is the David Corlett Memorial Scholarship for aspiring educators. We all know we need more teachers. It's a $700 one-time award going to Jaslyn Shaughnessy. So exciting. Next is the Thornberry Family Scholarship. It's a one-time award, and this one will also be awarded in January, going to Olivia Westcott. Everybody's watching, it's okay. Next, we have the Nurses Memorial Scholarship of Dickinson County. It's a one-time award of $600, and it's going to two future nurses, Peyton Pietrantonio and Olivia Brooks. Peyton, Olivia? Peyton. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Best of luck. Okay, next up, we have the Iron Mountain Kingsford Rotary Club. They are a service club here locally, and they've given well over $100,000 out in scholarships. We have two recipients from Kingsford High School. The nice thing about some of the awards you have this evening is these students have competed with, some of them are Kingsford focused, but some of them are available to the 8 surrounding school districts. So there's quite the competition for the cash. Congratulations on the Rotary Scholarship. They're both $1,500 one-time awards to Chloe Blazier and Peyton McMahon. Are you Chloe? Chloe, there you go. Congratulations. Next, we have the Lenore Moore Gibson Kingsford High School Scholarship. Congratulations. There you go. This is a $1,000 award over 2 years going to a future Wildcat, Olivia Brooks. Congratulations. There you go, just wrapping them up. Next, we have the Robert and Patricia Frigette Scholarship. It's a one-time award going to a Husky for $1,250 to Jack Kriegel. Also, a reminder, if you've changed colleges, you need to let us know because the money goes to the college that's on your application. You're welcome. Congratulations. Next, we have the Lou Spiritus. This one is also available. I think it's to 9 school districts. We have 2 winners this year for the Lou Spiritus Niagara Worldwide Scholarship. 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,250 to Micah Flunker and Landon Adam. Okay, got to call our office. There's also letters that are included for thank yous and that kind of details. Is Micah not here? Okay. All right, next up, we have the Millie Hagerup Nursing Scholarship, and there is a tremendous shortage on nurses, so I'm really proud to award this four-year renewable scholarship. It's in the total amount of $5,000 to Peyton Pietrantonio. Congratulations. Next, we have another education scholarship. It's the Ann Look Education Scholarship, going to a student attending University of Minnesota Duluth, $6,000 to Jaslyn Shaughnessy. Congratulations. You're going to freeze up there. Get a coat. Okay, we are almost done. Last page. These are the Kingsford High School scholarships. This was one of the first scholarships that was established at the Community Foundation back in 1995. And there are 3 recipients, and each one is valued at $6,000. And those 3 recipients are Chloe Blazer, Abigail Floriano, and Evan Scott. Chloe, congratulations. Yep. Abigail, congratulations. And Evan, congratulations. Okay, and last but not least, I'm excited to award 2 Gus Newberg scholarships this year. It's the first year that the committee has decided to do that. And this is a scholarship that's going to somebody in construction. It was started by, obviously, Gus Newberg when he was building the VA project here. He believed in our community so much, and their family was very generous. So these 2 scholarships are each worth $9,000, and they are going to both Michigan Tech Huskies, Jackson Olson and Jack Kriegel. You, Jack. You're very welcome. Congratulations. Yeah. So we have faith in you, and we're excited to see where you end up with your life and come back to our community, and remember that we are all here for you. Thank you.
Okay, our next scholarship, I am not 100% certain our presenter was able to make it. They told me to step in their place if they were not able to be here. Amanda Bartles from the Iron Mountain Kingsford Community Credit Union. Okay. So she did share some words that she would like for me to share regarding the recipients of the scholarships. She is presenting, Iron Mountain Kingsford Credit Union is presenting 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each. Unfortunately, our first recipient couldn't be here with us tonight due to another commitment, but I'd like to take a moment to recognize her. While we always enjoy celebrating these achievements in person, it's just as important that we take time to acknowledge them, whether or not they are able to stand on this stage. This individual has demonstrated dedication, hard work, and a commitment to their goals that truly reflect the spirit of this scholarship. Through their efforts in the classroom and beyond, they have shown good character and drive to make a positive impact. Although we wish she could have been here to celebrate with us, her accomplishments absolutely deserve to be recognized and applauded. Please join me in congratulating Athena Donnelly. Our second recipient is a young man who represents exactly what this scholarship is all about. When we talk about achievement, it's easy to focus only on what happens in the classroom. And yes, this student has worked incredibly hard academically and should be proud of that. But what makes him stand out goes far beyond grades. He is the kind of person who shows up again and again. Whether it's on the field as an athlete, on the sidelines coaching, or stepping in as a referee, he brings energy, leadership, and love for the game. But even that doesn't fully capture who he is, because when our community needs help, he's there. He has given his time not only to support our credit union, but also to serve at numerous other community events. And if you ask around, you'll hear a common theme. He's dependable, he's positive, and he's always willing to lend a hand. In fact, I'm not entirely convinced he knows the word no when someone asks for help. That kind of character, work ethic, generosity, and commitment to others is something you can't teach. It speaks volumes about who he is today and even more about the kind of person he is becoming. So on behalf of all of us at the Iron Mountain Kingsford Credit Union, it is my privilege to present this scholarship to someone who truly embodies the spirit of community, leadership, and service. Congratulations, Landon Adam. You've earned this, and we can't wait to see all that you accomplish in the next upcoming years. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Ben Shirk to the stage.
I mean, why bother wearing a tie, right? Can't see it. So I have two scholarships to give out today. The first one is the Don Holmes Memorial Scholarship. And I think it's, Mr. Bertoli did a great job of talking about the people that these are representing. And Don Holmes was not a faculty member, wasn't a coach, he was just a parent. He came in when his son came into band, and he looked around the group and he said, I want to be part of this group. And he would work real hard with the kids, donating his time, fixing drums, if you can believe it. He came in and said, hey, can I take those drums home, take them apart, paint them, make them look good? And I said, yeah, go ahead. He eventually became kind of part of the team. He was always, every weekend, he'd be at the football games. He eventually took over our pyrotechnics and blew up the field a few times. As a matter of fact, he even burned a Z in one of our Zorro shows. He lit it on fire and it burnt the whole field. But it looked good. It was a good Z. The kids just loved him. They wanted hugs. And as a matter of fact, yesterday I was fishing, I think. Hear that, Jack? Fishing? Did good. And I was wearing this, and I thought about it. It says, you've heard the saying, home is where the heart is. This one is, homes is where the heart is. And the kids made it for him because they loved him. He was a benefit to this school. He was a volunteer, and I haven't even looked at the name on the card, but I'm assuming that this student is also this way. And oh, yes, it is also this way. This award goes to Mackenzie Lancor. Nice job. Congratulations. Yeah, stand over there. So Mackenzie, I think, it was the last group that I probably started in 5th grade, right? Yeah. Oh, man, they grow up so fast. And this next one is the Joan Hoppen Memorial Scholarship for $500. And Joan, it's interesting that I give this out, but Joan worked in my office for the first time as an EA before she went in to be the librarian. And I want to say that we don't want to just call her the library lady. She was a mother and a wife and a wonderful person who had a passion for reading. And she would put things all over the windows and encourage the kids to come in and read. Unlike me, she was very together, in a box, very type A, did a great job. I know that she loved the kids, and she loved seeing them come in. So this scholarship goes to Anya Bradley. Are you a reader? I knew that.
Next up is Mrs. Sarah Jokala for the BTEA Scholarship.
Hello, as treasurer of the Brighting Township Education Association, I am honored to present this $500 scholarship to Cassie Olson.
Now, if Mr. Zach Fix could join me on the stage for the KHS Student Council Awards.
Hello. For the KHS students involved in Student Council, there is an incredible opportunity to develop leadership skills and build school spirit through organizing and carrying out activities and service projects. We are very proud of the accomplishments of the KHS Student Council, and on behalf of our members and the student body as a whole, I am honored to present the following seniors with this KHS Student Council scholarships. Carly Trevelyan has served as an officer in our student council since I became a staff advisor. She's been an invaluable member of our organization and very successful in planning and running our events. She may also hold the record for number of pep rallies emceed here at KHS. The leadership skills she has developed will undoubtedly serve her well in the future. I have another one here for Marley Balderson. In her application for Vice President to Student Council, she was described as a quiet leader. I might respectfully challenge that description. While she may be soft-spoken, her actions speak volumes. She is kind, dedicated, an essential part of our team. Our final award goes to Alex Erickson. While he plans on pursuing a career in law enforcement, he could easily just have succeeded in logistics. His ability to coordinate with others and his attention to detail were pivotal in ensuring our events ran smoothly. Thank you all for your time, your effort, and your dedication this year. Congratulations.
Next will be Mrs. Mary Hofer for the Kingsford Middle School scholarships.
Good evening. First, I want to start out by congratulating the entire class of 2026. I was fortunate enough to have them when I was the 6th grade teacher. I had most of them. It's amazing how fast it goes and just how big and how cute they all turn out, and they are good kids. I just want to talk a little bit about the Kingsford Middle School Scholarship. A couple years ago, I was sitting with my own kids, here, and Kingsford Middle School was never mentioned. Woodland was, the high school was, so I said, hey, we have to get in on that action. We don't have anything for the Kingsford Middle School. So we started it, and we gave out 1,000, and then COVID hit, And I think it was the year I had you guys COVID hit, and we weren't able to do it for quite a while, just for different reasons. And then we came back and we gave out 2 $1,000 scholarships for 2 years in a row. And I know I made some enemies of the high school teachers last year because I really put out a challenge to them. We have such a great staff in the whole Brandon Township school system, starting with the superintendent on down, everybody. At the Kingsford Middle School, you know, Mrs. Garvalia, Mrs. Nash, and Mrs. Hearn too, they work so hard to give out these scholarships, and I'm so proud. We're gonna be able to give out 4 $1,000 scholarships. So that's pretty good from our small hub there in the middle school. So I would like to call up Alex Erickson, Peyton McMahon, Evan Scott, and Stella Mindock. Congratulations. I don't take it. Congratulations. Congrats, Ev. Congratulations. And Pete?
Next is Jody Christie to present the Toro Scholarships.
Good evening, everyone. You know, it's nights like tonight that reminds us why school matters so much, not just for what the students learn here in the classrooms, but for who they become along the way. Kingsford High School continues to be a place where potential is recognized, effort is encouraged, and achievement is celebrated. So to the educators, teachers, staff, administrators, I want to take a minute just congratulating you on the amazing job that you have done. Looking at the young people here tonight and what they've accomplished, it's credit to you. To the students, congratulations, you made it. I'm personally very proud of you and the number of you that I know personally. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Jody Christie. I'm the Vice President at Boss Snowplow, a division of the Toro Corporation. It's a privilege to be here tonight. I have 2 scholarships to award. The first scholarship is the Toro Scholarship. Toro Scholarship Program reflects the long-standing commitment to investing in future leaders. Since 1976, this program has awarded students who demonstrate initiative, character, and a commitment to growth. These are qualities that we really value within our organization and the communities that it serves. So it is my pleasure to present the Toro Scholarship, an amount of $2,000 renewable for 3 additional times as well, to Stella Mindock. Stella is the daughter of Mike Mindock, who has served as our regional sales manager and has been with Boss Snowplow for over 20 years. I've worked with Mike for all of those 20 years. And Mike, congratulations. You have really, you can be so proud of your daughter here. I certainly am. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There you go. If you wait for me over there, we'll take a picture. The next scholarship to award is the Mike and Tammy Hoffman Scholarship. This one is pretty special to me because I knew Mike Hoffman. Mike was the CEO when Toro acquired Boss Snowplow, so I knew him personally. And what always really impressed me about Mike was that he started at Toro in customer service. And he worked his way up through the company, eventually becoming CEO and chairman of the board. A really impressive career that he spanned. And he frequently checks in each year around scholarship time to learn more about the people that we get to award the scholarship in his name to. It is my pleasure to present the Mike and Tammy Hoffman Scholarship in the amount of $4,000, renewable for up to 3 years, to Peyton McMahon. Peyton's father, Josh McMahon, has been a quality inspector with Boss for over 28 years, upholding the high standards for quality and really earning our reputation as being the best product on the market. So, Josh, you also can be totally proud of your daughter. Congratulations. Thank you.
Next up is Tim Jaska to present the Iron Mountain Kingsford Alumni Hockey Scholarship.
Good evening. On behalf of Annalise Lucas, this award's founder, it's truly an honor to stand here tonight and present the first IMKHS Alumni Hockey Scholarship. Annalise graduated from Iron Mountain last year, and what started as a National Honor Society project turned into a passion and finally resulted in this scholarship. This scholarship represents more than just financial support. It reflects legacy of its founder to give back to this community, to make an impact for graduates, and to cherish the legacy of Flivver hockey here in Kingsford. Hockey in our community is more than just a game. It's about discipline, resilience, teamwork, and pride, values that extend far beyond the rink. Tonight, we recognize a player who embodies those qualities. This year's recipient has demonstrated leadership, work ethic, and dedication to both their teammates and their future. These are the traits that define what it means to be part of the Flivver hockey team. Funding for this award comes directly from this community, from local businesses, Iron Mountain and Kingsford alumni, hockey supporters, people who watched or were players that started as Iron Kings and grew into Flivvers on the ice, and passionate alumni who return to the ice each year for the annual hockey game. To this year's recipient, know that you are supported by a strong and proud alumni network. We are excited to see where your journey takes you on the ice, in the classroom, and beyond. So please join me in recognizing the first recipient of the Iron Mountain Kingsford Alumni Hockey Scholarship, Will Mervich.
Next, I'd like to invite Monica Wilson for the Jeffrey Church Memorial Scholarship.
Told myself I wouldn't cry. Good evening. It is truly an honor to be here tonight, and it means so much to me to be able to present this scholarship. My name is Monica Wilson, and I'm a 2006 graduate of Kingsford High School and the youngest daughter of Jeff Church. Standing here tonight on behalf of my family to present the first Jeffrey L. Church Memorial Scholarship is something that is very meaningful to us. My dad was a proud graduate of Kingsford High School, class of 1972. During his time here, he was actively involved in sports and school activities and made many friendships that lasted throughout his life. His classmates knew him as someone who worked hard, cared about others, and showed strong leadership. Because of those qualities, they elected him to serve as their senior class president. After graduating from Kingsford High School, he continued to live out those values by serving our country in the United States Air Force, His service reflected the qualities that defined him throughout his life: discipline, dedication, responsibility, and pride in serving something greater than himself. My dad passed away on October 28th of 2025 after a long and difficult battle with Alzheimer's. Creating this scholarship was one way our family could honor his memory and continue the legacy of the values he believed in so strongly. Jeff believed strongly in hard work, perseverance, and treating others with respect. He believed in being a leader, in setting goals, and in always doing your best, no matter what path you choose. Those are the values that meant the most to him, and they are the reason our family created this scholarship to honor his memory and to recognize students who demonstrate those same qualities. As we reviewed the applicants for this first scholarship, we were looking for a student who reflects the kind of person my dad was and the values he believed in. Someone who shows leadership, determination, strong character, and a commitment to their future. The student we selected truly stood out. We feel this recipient represents the same spirit of dedication, integrity, and hard work that my dad showed during his time here at Kingsford High School and throughout his life. Before I present the scholarship, I want to leave you with something my dad would say, something he didn't just believe, but something he made sure I heard over and over again growing up. Because when I was in high school and even into my adulthood as a mother and wife, my dad and I had a lot of talks. And by talks, I mean he talked and I listened whether I wanted to or not. He always seemed to know exactly when I needed one too, especially at the exact moment I thought I had everything handled, which looking back was probably a little too often. He would tell me to work hard, to show up even when it's not easy, and to never take for granted the people who support you along the way. And he didn't just say it, he expected it. There really wasn't an optional setting with him. He believed that character mattered more than anything, more than grades, more than wins, and more than recognition. And if I needed a reminder, I got one, sometimes more than once. At the time, I didn't always appreciate those conversations. I probably rolled my eyes a few times. Okay, probably more than a few, right, Mom? She's in the crowd, she could confirm that. But now I would give anything to have one more of those talks. Because everything he tried to teach me then is exactly what I carry with me today. And if he were standing here tonight, he'd probably keep it simple, but it would come from every part of who he was, as an athlete, as a dad, as a husband, and as a proud grandpa. He'd probably say something like, show up, work hard, take care of your people, and be someone others can count on. And then with a little smile, he'd probably add something like, and don't forget, you don't have to be perfect, just give it your best every single day. To our recipient, as you move forward, I hope you carry that with you, not just as the recipient of this scholarship, but as someone who represents the kind of person my dad believed in. If he were standing here today, he would tell you how proud he was of you. It means a great deal to our family to be able to support a Kingsford High School senior and fellow Fliver who reflects the qualities that my dad believed in and stood for. It is my privilege tonight to present the first Jeffrey L. Church Memorial Scholarship to Aiden Coe.
Next is Jerry Novickis to present the Kathleen Temple Novickis Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Navikas, and I'm representing my wife, Kathy, who could not be here tonight. She's out of town this week. She normally gives out this every year, and she looks forward to doing this, and she's very sorry that she couldn't make it. Kathy's a 1977 graduate of Kingsford High School and left Kingsford after she graduated, moved away, had a career of 37 years working in Green Bay. And when she retired, she wanted to move back to Kingsford, and she wanted to do some things for Kingsford schools. So one of the things that we did several years ago, we started a scholarship from our family foundation. And she credits all of her success in her professional life to Kingsford schools, to her teachers who mentored her, and to her friendships with students that she had. So it's something she's carried with her to this day, and she's very proud to be a Kingsford Fliver. So as we started this process, we started with a $1,000 scholarship, and a few years later, we changed it to a $2,000, and beginning this year and going forward, we'll be giving away a $5,000 scholarship. We had 20 applicants for this scholarship. Every one of them had a GPA of 3.25 or higher. Every one of them was involved in extracurricular activities. It made it very difficult for her to make this choice. I had some notes on this person, but I'm going to read just a real short excerpt from her application. It says, "As I go through with this next chapter of my life, my dedication to music remains the same. I intend to join the Michigan Technological University pep band and to audition for their wind ensemble group. It will be here that I hope to continue enhancing my musical abilities alongside others who hold my passion for music. I will carry these memories of my high school band with me forever as I continue to pursue music in my life's journey." I'd like to thank Ms. Arabelle Pohl for this, and we'd like to award her a $5,000 scholarship.
Next is Brandon Urkala to award his scholarship.
Hello, my name is Brandon Urkala. Very excited and honored to be back for the fourth year presenting a scholarship to a very deserving student. I'm a graduate of Kingsford High School and Northern Michigan University. I have been employed in the pharmaceuticals industry for the last 15 years, and I'm going into my 10th year employed by St. Norbert College as the assistant women's hockey coach for their D3 NCAA team. I know we have quite a few future Green Knights in the crowd, so please, if you're one of them, find me afterwards, say hello, introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you. Two quick things here tonight. First of all, I'd love to actually dedicate my scholarship this year to someone who passed away this past summer, and that was Mary Doolin. Mary was a 30-year educator at Kingsford High School, and Mary absolutely changed the course of my life for the better. See, Mary, she understood that there were two different types of students. You had the students that were in regular courses, and then you had students that would be in special education. But what about those students that fell in between? What about those students that needed a little bit of help in some other areas? I'm talking about students with learning disabilities, with IEPs. I'm talking about myself. Someone who, when I entered high school, I was told I would never get past pre-algebra, and to be honest, I never did. I'm standing in front of you probably with a 6th grade math level, and I figured that that meant that I would never do anything else beyond high school because I'm just going to focus on hockey. I'm going to focus on things that I enjoy, and when I get out of high school, I'll try my best to figure something out. But Mary would not allow me to settle for that. She told me that I would find my ways around, I would work on my strengths, and I would forget about my weaknesses. And I was able to do just that. I would not be standing in front of you today if it wasn't for her. She is greatly missed, and I wanted to be able to just stand up here and point that out. My second thing about is every time I come up here, I try to leave the senior class with a nugget, try to leave you with something. And I'm sure a lot of you were like me. A lot of you are sitting to graduate in a couple weeks, right? You can't wait to get out of here. You are so done with this. You're ready to go. I get it. I was you. I was really blessed last year to be the speaker at the Senior Boys Breakfast, and I talked about one of the things that really stuck out to me growing up is that you all have your friend groups, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have that one house, could be yours, could be somebody else's, where the parents always invite you in. There's food, it's safe, it's warm, it's welcoming. You could even go there when your friends aren't there. You have that one house. And how I would give anything to be able to go back to my buddy Josh's house with my friends just one more time. And that's one thing that can be a fleeting thing. And I can stand up here and tell you about the things you're going to miss all night long. But I wanted to present you with something that goes to show that it's more than just me talking about it. So go home, turn on the radio sometime, listen for a few hours, put a Spotify playlist on, Apple Music, listen for a few hours, and you're going to see a theme that has been very popular in music is wanting to go back in time, wanting to go back to your youth. Some of those songs include Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen, the song Springsteen by Eric Church, See You Again by Wiz Khalifa, Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran, We Were Young by Kenny Chesney, Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. But the one song I wanted to end on was the 1982 #1 song, Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp. Because in that, he says, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. The thrill of living is you, right now. You are in that thrill of living, your youth, your freedom. You've got your friends, you've got your classmates, you're all together, but that is soon to be over. So I want you to have a safe and fun, smart summer, but have the summer of your life. Try to slow time down as much as possible. All the people around you, all the people that support you, all right? That's my one ask to you. Very, very honored again to be back. $1,500 one-time scholarship. I saw a lot of myself in this individual. I would like to congratulate Richard Wara.
Next up will be Wyatt Gibler to present the Gibler Family Scholarships.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Now, before I begin telling you all the recipients and all the great work that you guys have done in this senior year, I want to take a moment to recognize just how meaningful this year means for the Gibler Family Foundation. This also marks our 5 years that we're doing our scholarship program and have given away $9,000 to local students. What started kind of as just a small idea to give back to the school that I graduated from has become something that means more to me every single year. But this year carries some even more weight personally. On October 29th, my wife Sydney and I welcomed our first son, little William, into our world, and our future little Fliver. And honestly, becoming a father has completely changed the way that I look at nights like tonight. It kind of puts time into perspective in a way I can't fully explain, and probably don't want to, honestly. But standing here now, recently holding him in my arms, I cannot help but think just how fast life truly moves on. I promised I wouldn't get emotional, but that just never helps. Anyway, one moment you're a kid sitting in the classroom, wondering what your future will look like, and before you know it, you're building a life, starting a family, and watching the next generation grow up. This, obviously caused a quarter-life crisis in me, and then yesterday, I'm right after work, I'm flying out of town, picking up a 1986 car and driving it home because, that's what somebody in a, middle-life crisis kind of does, right? But this made me realize, that Cindy and I started dating back in Kingsford Middle School. So in a lot of ways, Kingsford has always been a part of our story. The community has helped shape who we've become, and now somehow we're raising a child who will one day walk these halls. Now, also, especially back during my senior year in 2016-2017, I was a peer-to-peer instructor over at Woodland Elementary helping in Mr. Johnson's class, third grade classroom. Now that is many of you. So that's why this is also a very important year for me. Every single day I spent an hour with those students, with you. I helped them with assignments, read with them, joked with them, and got to watch their personalities grow week after week, and I loved that class. You guys were just so great to me. And at the time, I never thought much about how important those little moments would be to me, until, of course, later in life. Just that 1 hour of the day doing something I generally enjoyed, but now standing here nearly 10 years later, realizing that those same little third grade students are, like a foot taller than me, and are now graduating seniors, and it's hardly, it's honestly hard to believe. I can still picture that classroom. I remember the excitement you all carried, the endless energy, the funny moments, and the little personalities that you even showed way back then. And now you guys are all preparing for college, careers, and adulthood, and that can be scary, I know. That is why this year feels different to me, because now I understand how quickly those years disappear. Now, these scholarships are never just about money. They're about recognizing you, the students. They're about honoring growth and what happens quietly over the years that nobody really notices in time. They're about celebrating your resilience, your compassion, and your determination and character. Tonight, we celebrate 3 students whose stories genuinely stayed with me long after I finished reading your essays. Our first recipient wrote about one of the hardest things a young person can experience, and that's starting over. Our Gibbler Transfer Scholarship was made because my sister and I were both transfers to Kingsford. We didn't start in Woodland Elementary. And she described what it felt like transferring schools and walking into a completely unfamiliar environment, leaving behind lifelong friends, familiar classrooms, and the comfort of knowing exactly where you belong is not easy for anyone, especially at that age. Her essay captured the fear and uncertainty and loneliness that comes with stepping into that unknown. But what made her story powerful was the growth that followed. Over time, she learned how to adapt, how to find confidence in herself, and how to embrace being uncomfortable. Through sports, friendships, and activities, and perseverance, she transformed uncertainty into strength. Her story was not just about changing schools, it was about discovering who she could become when she was willing to take that leap. The recipient of the Gibbler Transfer Scholarship is Ingrid Holt. Our next recipient wrote with a deep passion for helping others heal. We have a Gibbler medicine scholarship that rewards students that are pursuing a degree in some type of the medicine field. And after experiencing a physical therapy injury himself following football, he began to understand the importance of compassion, encouragement, and patience during recovery. That experience inspired him to pursue a future in physical therapy and dedicate his life to helping others regain strength and confidence during difficult times in their lives. What stood out most to me was not just his career goal, but the heart behind it. He understands that healthcare is not just about medicine or science, it's about people. It's about showing up for others when they are vulnerable and helping them believe they can recover. That kind of compassion matters more now than ever today. The recipient of the Gibler Scholarship in Medicine is Owen Edwards. Our final recipient focused his essay on something truly important to all of us here, the future of our Upper Peninsula. We also give a scholarship away for our business, for any students looking to go into the business field, and they have to write an essay on what type of business they would bring to our area. Our final recipient focused his essay on something deeply important to all of us here, and instead of looking elsewhere for opportunity, he looked right here at home. His vision centered around creating tourism and outdoor recreation opportunities that would showcase the beauty of our Upper Peninsula, while also creating jobs and supporting the local businesses and communities. What I admired most was the pride behind his writing. Pride in where he comes from, pride in this community, and the belief that places like the Upper Peninsula still matter and still deserve investment and opportunity and hope for the future. That kind of thinking is important because communities only stay strong when people believe in them enough to build something meaningful here. The recipient of the Gibler Scholarship of Business is Sid Olson. To Ingrid, Owen, and Sid, congratulations. Now, Ingrid, you are a transfer student, so you were not part of that class, unfortunately, but I'm sure I would have loved to have that class with you as well. To Owen and Sid, it's unfair that I think you're both taller than me, and I'll just never get past that. But reading all your essays this year affected me more emotionally than I expected, and maybe it's because I still remember many of you as the children sitting in Mr. Johnson's classroom nearly 10 years ago. Or maybe it's because I'm becoming a father, which has made me appreciate just how precious time really is. Probably both. But tonight reminded me of something more important. One day, without realizing it, all of you will make your own moments like this. Moments where you want to look back and wonder how life moved so quickly. Moments where you realize the people and places around you shape who you become. I hope you remember this community, and I hope you continue finding ways to give back to the people who helped shape your story. Congratulations.
Next, I would like to invite Jim Sparpani and Heather Schmutzler to present the Merriman Farm Union, and then followed by the class of 66.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2026. I am Jim Sparpani. I'm the president of the Merriman Farmers Union, and this is my daughter, Heather Wallner. She is our secretary-treasurer, and it's an honor to be here to represent small farmers in our community. How many of you had French fries today? Nobody? Come on, you guys had to eat French fries at some point in time. How about a hamburger? A chicken sandwich? Any type of bread? And I can go on and on and on. Without farmers, you'd be out doing it yourself. Farming is a very important industry. And back long before my time, in the late 20s, early 30s, the small farmers in Merriman, how many know where Merriman is? You never went up 95. How many drove on 95? Well, if you're going to get to Randville, you have to go through Merriman. But the Merriman Farmers Union started out as the Grange. And then when the Grange was no longer, the small farmers in the Merriman area gathered together to help each other. They would buy equipment that they would share. And then when the small farming was going by the wayside, they got together and said, education is important. I received the Merriman Farmers Scholarship. When I received it, it was $100. Mom and Dad don't hear this, but tuition at Northern was $150 a semester. How'd you like those numbers today? But as the small farm was going by the wayside, started with my two grandparents and my father and mother, and then it was passed down to us to continue the legacy. But sadly, there's not a lot of small farms anymore. Most of them are hobby farms. But yet, as the small farm went away, the Merriman Farm Union said we have to switch our focus to help young people further their education. And we started with the emphasis on agriculture, and in the farming realm, and also logging, because we ended up going from farming to logging. But education became important, and we have continued it today. So I'm proud to be here with my daughter and to present, is it three $500 one-time scholarships to the following students: John Branham, Ellie Drum, and Abigail Floriano. You don't get rid of me that easy. I'm now representing the graduating class of 1966. In fact, when I looked at the date today, May 6th, June 6th, 66, 6666. I sat where you are right now, because that was our graduation day 60 years ago. And it's an honor to be here and present these scholarships for two reasons. I also worked here for 37 years. I probably fixed one of the chairs you're sitting in at one time or another. I remember being up on scaffolding way up there, hanging these curtains. Kingsford High School was a major part of my life. So I'm really proud to be here and say congratulations, class of 26. from the inaugural class. I see some of my classmates sitting out in the crowd smiling. Kingsford has a legacy that you people can't believe. And I was proud to be a Kingsford graduate in '66, but I'm also proud that I served on the Michigan Education Association Board of Directors and met teachers and support staff because I was a custodian. My locker was right outside across from the office door to the library. It was 106 back then. But I go around the state and I meet people from all school districts across the state. And this is kudos to our administration, our staff, and our school board. I hear them talk about their computer labs. I know there's still 4, 5, or 6 now. I don't know how many there were. And I have people say, your school has what? Oh, we heard about that Kingsford High School. You should be proud to be a Flivver, as I am proud to be a Flivver. And I look out in the crowd and I see many of the ones, some of you I hauled on the school bus. So congratulations for being a Flivver. So at our 50th class reunion, we decided, you know what, it's time that us old guys start giving back, and ladies, I'm sorry. So we came up with the Kingsford High School Alumni Class of '66 Scholarship. And we give one to a boy and one to a girl for $500, which classmates donate towards the fund, so it couldn't be done. So I'm honored tonight to present 2 scholarships, one to Landon Adam, and I hope I say this right, Paitlin Pietrantonio. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Okay. Congratulations. Come on, if I can get the bottom one out. Congratulations.
Next, I have a member of the class of 1997 to present their class scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to stand here again this year representing the class of 1997. As this is now our 2nd year offering this award, we've had the opportunity to review a growing number of applications and essays, and one thing has been consistent. We continue to see exceptional students with strong academics, impressive involvement, and a clear commitment to hard work. In other words, a lot of bright futures. With so many strong applicants, choosing just one is never easy. What made this year's recipient a unanimous decision was their story and how their life experiences have shaped their decision to pursue a path focused on helping others. On paper, they're exactly what you would expect from a scholarship recipient. But more importantly, they've turned their experiences into a clear sense of purpose and direction. They've chosen a field of study and a future path centered around helping others, particularly those who may be facing similar challenges. I also want to acknowledge something. I know this recipient's family. They're genuinely kind, hardworking, and incredibly giving. The kind of people who quietly go out of their way to help others. And it's clear those values have been passed on. In fact, there's no doubt this recipient will carry on those same values and how they carry themselves and the impact they're going to make in their life. So while there is a personal connection here, I can say with complete confidence that this recognition is well earned. This is someone who is going to do very meaningful things and make a real difference in this world. It's my honor to present an award, a one-time award in the amount of $1,997 to Olivia Brooks.
Thank you for coming. Next up is Krista Madsen to present the Susan Youngberg Northland Women for Education Scholarship.
Hello, my name is Kristen Madsen, and I'm a current member of the Northland Women for Education chapter here in the local area. Our group provides scholarships to women, both young and old, young women and old women, who are either going to school for the first time or going back to school to pursue a career. On behalf of the Northland Women for Education, I'm honored to stand here tonight at the Kingsford High School. Our group is small but mighty, made up of just 9 strong women who come together each year for one powerful reason: to support women who are ready to take the next big step. Sue Youngberg, a retired Kingsford school teacher, has been a member of our group for more than 50 years. This year, we decided that moving forward, we would name our scholarship in her honor. This year, we were able to award 2 exceptional young women with $1,000 scholarships. These students demonstrate determination, leadership, and the kind of drive that turns goals into reality. Tonight, we recognize one of those students. This student stood out not just for what they've already accomplished, but for the incredible potential we see in them. Their work ethic, ambition, and attitude tell us one thing: they are just getting started. This student will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay to pursue a degree in nursing. The student is Peyton Pietrantonio.
Next is Jennifer Holland to present the KHS Athletic Booster Club scholarships.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Holland, president of the Kingsford Athletic Booster Club, and it is my honor to present the 2026 KHS Athletic Booster Club scholarships. For this scholarship, we asked our student athletes to write an essay about what being a flivver has meant to them. The essays were powerful. Many shared how as grade schoolers, they couldn't wait to put on their flivver uniform and step onto the field or court. Others wrote about being a flivver as an opportunity to serve as a beacon for the community and give back. And some reflected on the adversity they faced and how it helped shape them into better people. Reading those essays, I'm confident we have an outstanding group of student athletes and young adults ready for the next chapter. They'll do great things in their new communities and continue giving back, just as they've done for the Kingsford community these past 4 years. To me, that's exactly what being a flivver is: a pillar of the community and a role model for others. Thanks to the Booster Club and our dedicated volunteers, we're able to give back in even bigger ways. Over the past 2 years, we've been able to increase our scholarship from $500 to $750 and expand from 2 recipients to 4. We want to thank every volunteer who's given their time and effort to create these opportunities for our student athletes, both today and for years to come. The recipients of the 2026 Kingsford High School Athletic Booster Club scholarships are Cassandra Olson, Carly Trevelyan, Sid Olson, and Evan Scott. Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations on it. Congratulations, I got it right. You're welcome.
Next, I invite Martha Mitchell and Mark Lee to present the Beryl and Robert Lee Memorial Scholarships.
Well, good evening. We're delighted to be here this evening, and we want to extend our congratulations to all of you amazing seniors. Just sitting here and listening to your accomplishments is really something. And we had talked earlier about the role of mentors, and we really believe that tonight we all need to give a real thumbs up and a shout out to all the mentors who have supported and guided you folks through your journeys, and no doubt will continue. So I say let's clap for all those mentors. Yes. And thinking about our own mentors, Mark and I, we can't say more about our parents, Burl and Robert Lee, and the way they supported us and guided us as we went through our academic journeys as well. And so tonight's scholarships are just a small way that we can try to continue their legacy, and they would be thrilled to know that we are here this evening. In fact, my father was part of the initial ones before he passed. But at any rate, if they were here, they would tell you that you will never regret getting a good education, right?
That is correct, yes, yes.
And they would say, work hard. And they would say, follow your passions, follow your interests, and enjoy lifetime learning. Always, never stop learning. So they were wonderful people, and we are delighted to be here. Mark, I'll let you present.
We have
Cheers.
2 scholarships tonight. One is the first to Brianna Primo, and the second to Jaslyn Shaughnessy.
Next up is Dana Null to present the MJ Electric Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here to recognize the hard work, dedication, and future promise of this year's graduating class. In the electrical construction industry, the value of skilled work, strong work ethic, and willingness to keep learning are essential. These are traits that don't just power buildings, they power lives and careers. Our industry is evolving fast, and the need for talented, driven individuals in technical and hands-on fields is only growing. It's important to us at MJ Electric to invest in someone who's ready to work hard and help light the way forward. It is with great pride that I present the 2026 MJ Electric Invest in the Future $8,000 scholarship and company internship to Peyton McMahon.
Well, thank you to all the individuals from our community and from surrounding areas that have traveled today to help present our outside scholarships. The remaining scholarships will be presented by our staff members. Some of them are on behalf of our outside committees that could not be here today. So now I'd like to introduce Mr. Aaron Yankee, Superintendent, to the stage.
How's it going, Flivver Nation? Not too bad. That was better than last year. Again, I'd like to echo Mrs. Lockhart's statements, a huge shout out to our presenters and all the external organizations, individuals, and entities that have continued to support you, class of 2026, and investing in you. So shout out to them. Thank you, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles that are here today. Thank you for sharing your most valuable resource with us at Reading Township Schools over the past 12, 13, gotta count kindergarten, 13 years. So thank you very much. Thank you to Mrs. Hofer for saying a nice thing about me. I gave you $5, much appreciated. I also hope that Mr. Rose did not get any ideas from Mr. Shirk. You know, grass grows back when you burn a Z in it. Turf, I'm not so sure. The first scholarship that I'm presenting this evening is the John N. and Stella M. McNeil Scholarship. This is now the 22nd year that we are awarding McNeil College and Vocational Scholarships. Mr. McNeil had a lifelong dream to leave something for KHS seniors that would assist them in furthering their education after high school, and we are proud to carry on their wish. The McNeil Scholarship has a minimum GPA requirement of 2.0 for students entering a 4-year degree, granting institution, or a trade-related vocational path. Students were evaluated in the categories of school community activities and/or work experience. Leadership accomplishments, community service involvement, demonstrated character and awards, and recognitions. All of these were very important scholarship principles to Mr. McNeil when he created the Scholarship Trust. In addition, the Students McNeil Scholarship Essay is an integral part of the scoring rubric for the committee when determining recipients each year. The essay prompt asked how being a student at Kingsford High School has allowed them to exemplify the qualities previously mentioned and how it will impact them in their future endeavors. This evening, we are pleased to honor the newest group of McNeil Scholarship recipients. The 2026 McNeil 4-year scholarships are in the amount of $3,000 and are renewable for an additional 3 years, for a total scholarship amount of $12,000. And before I announce the recipients, please hold your applause until we get through all of the amazing students. So congratulations, and kids, when I call your names, coming up. Landon Adam, Cole Bocek, Chloe Blazer, Anya Bradley, John Branham, Olivia Brooks, Marley Byers, Marley Dixon, Owen Edwards, Abigail Floriano, Micah Flunker, Jack Kriegel, Mackenzie Lancor, Cassandra Olson, Jackson Olson, Sid Olson, Peyton Pigentonio, Brianna Primu, Grace Rice, Carly Trevillian, Bella Weary, and Madeline Zuski. Congratulations. Additionally, the two-year scholarship is in the amount of $3,000 and is renewable for an additional year, for a total scholarship amount of $6,000. And those recipients are Alexander Erickson and Christina Fraker. Okay. The next award is the Marion Crenshaw Scholarship. This scholarship was established at Kingsford High School in 1992. The trust was developed to honor Mr. Crenshaw's memory and provide scholarship support to graduates of Kingsford High School. This year, 4 $1,000 renewable scholarships are proudly being awarded. Recipients of the 4-year renewable scholarships are William Mervich and Sophia Zhao. And the recipients of the 2-year renewable scholarships are Ivy Van Oyen and Olivia Westcott. The Brooks Bradley Memorial Scholarship was established by members of the Brooks and Bradley families in 2001. Donna Brooks graduated from Kingsford High School in 1969 and remains an active benefactor with her family scholarship. This scholarship honors Donna's parents, Orville Buck Brooks and Judith Olson Brooks, along with her brother Gary W. Brooks and sister Mary Beaver Quick. The Brooks Bradley Scholarship is renewable. This year, 4 1,000 renewable scholarships are being presented to the following seniors: Aiden Coe, Athena Donnelly, Ingrid Holt, and Samuel Lamarand. Congratulations. Our next award is the John Jack Channing Memorial Scholarship. The family of Mr. Channing reached out to us shortly after his passing in 2017 to share their interest in creating this scholarship. Mr. Channing was an industrial arts teacher at Kingsford High School for 32 years, retiring in 1986. They shared with us that he always spoke of the pride he had in his students and loved to hear from them as the years went by. The John Jack Channing Memorial Scholarship was developed to recognize a graduating senior that will be pursuing an associate's degree or certificate at the vocational school program. At this time, I'm proud to award the 2026 Channing Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Christina Fraker. All right, our next award is the Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship. This new scholarship has been established in the honor of the late Chris J. Alberti by his wife Cheryl and daughter Aubrey. Chris was a 1967 graduate of Kingsford High School. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Northern Michigan University in Education. He spent the majority of his career working at KHS in different roles, such as drafting teacher, assistant football coach, woodworking teacher, athletic director, and driver's ed instructor. At the end of his career, Chris taught social studies at Kingsford Middle School and retired from Brading Township in 2002. The Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship was developed to recognize a graduating senior that will be pursuing an associate's degree or certificate at a vocational school or program. At this time, I am proud to award the 2026 Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Jackson Olson. The Irene Ronzani Crenshaw Scholarship was established in 1985 by Mr. Marion Crenshaw in memory of his wife, Irene. This year, 5 non-renewable Irene Ronzani Crenshaw scholarships in the amount of $500 are being awarded. The recipients are Rylan Horton, Kayla LaFave, Aubrey Oakler, Jace Schrant, and Blaine Wanfor. Before we do the next award, a huge shout out to Mrs. Christy Verity for being our official photographer this evening. And she's a KHS Executive Secretary. Round of applause. Ms. Verity, thank you. Okay, our next award is the Anita G. Bonkowski Memorial Scholarship. In early 2018, KHS was the recipient of funds from the Anita J. Bonkowski Trust Fund for the purpose of establishing a new scholarship for graduating KHS seniors. Mrs. Bonkowski was a 1936 graduate of Kingsford High School. This evening, I am happy to recognize and award the following seniors with a $1,000 scholarship: Anya Bradley, Alexander Erickson, John Branham, and Sophia Zhao. In 2024, Brading Township Schools received a generous gift of funds from the Zanardi family, a portion which has been allocated for scholarships. John and Frances Zanardi lived in Iron Mountain when they started their family. John earned his undergraduate degree from Ferris State University and completed his graduate coursework from the University of Detroit. During his time in Iron Mountain, John opened his own private law practice and eventually also served as a Dickinson County prosecutor. Having the same passion for people and education as her husband, Frances earned her degree in business from Ferris State University with intentions to become a teacher. However, plans changed for his family, and the Zanardis had 3 children together, whom Frances took care of in the home. All 3 children graduated from Iron Mountain schools. We are truly fortunate to have the Zanardi family as part of our community and want to take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt appreciation for this generous donation. Their unwavering commitment to education has left an indelible mark on the communities here, and this donation will have a profound and lasting impact on the lives of our students now and well into the future. We are pleased to present the Zanardi Family Scholarship Awards in the amount of $5,000 to the following 4 students: Hunter Havrilka, Ingrid Holt, Arabelle Pohl, and Cameron Stratton. The final scholarship that I'll be presenting this evening is the Annexstad Hope and Inspiration Award. In the spirit of goodwill and charity, the Annexstads chose to express their gratitude to the foundation's executive director, who has been a part of the foundation from its inception until retiring in recent years, by establishing a scholarship at Kingsford High School in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, where their executive director grew up. The foundation has partnered with Kingsford High School and the Michigan Technological University this year in providing a scholarship to further the education of a student who has overcome a personal or family hardship, has demonstrated high academic excellence, and strong moral character. In combination with financial aid, work study, and scholarships, the student should graduate after 4 years free of debt. This year's recipient of the Hope and Inspiration Scholarship is James Lindgren. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Christina Tell to present.
Thank you, Mr. Yankee. Good evening, everyone. The first scholarship I am announcing this evening is the Ron and Diana Tortelli Family Scholarship. The children of Ron and Diana established this scholarship in honor of their parents. They sincerely hope that the Tortelli Family Scholarship will provide financial assistance to graduates of Bishop Baraga Catholic School so that they can pursue their dreams of a post-secondary education. Eligible students must have attended Bishop Baraga in grades 5th through 8th. This evening, I would like to present this $4,000 award to Noah Cameron. Our next scholarship is the Specialty Granules Scholarships. Specialty Granules, Inc. is a leading producer of semi-ceramic coated colored mineral granules for the residential and commercial roofing industry. They have a local manufacturing facility in Pembine, Wisconsin, of which their management has been instrumental in the development of this scholarship. This scholarship was first awarded in 2014, and this evening I am proud to present awards to the 2026 recipients of a $500 Specialty Granules Scholarship. Those students are Jacob Hearn, Isaac LeBoeuf, Adam Pearson, Matthew Sundquist, and Colin Teskey. Congratulations. You're welcome. Next, I have the Michigan Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship. Many places we go around the country, an Elks Lodge can be found. With more than 850,000 members and 2,000 lodges nationwide, the Elks are providing charitable services that help build stronger communities. Kingsford High School seniors can participate in the Michigan Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship Program each year. This year, 3 exceptional seniors have been recognized, 2 at the local level and another with state level honors. At this time, I'd like to recognize the recipients of the Michigan Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship. The first awards in the amount of $1,000 go to Sid Olson and Brianna Primo. We also have a second state level award in the amount of $4,000, and that goes to Landon Adam. And apparently I skipped ahead a little bit. We need to jump back to the UP Whitetails Association Scholarship. This scholarship opportunity was established by the UP Whitetails Association of Dickinson County in 1995. Recipients of this scholarship must have plans to continue their education in the area of science or conservation, which includes wildlife, forestry, soils, biology, or law enforcement. At this time, and on behalf of their organization, I'm happy to announce the 2026 recipient of a $2,000 scholarship is John Branham. Next, the Dennis J. Skog Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was developed in 2018 by the friends and family of Dennis J. Skog to honor his memory. Dennis was a 1962 KHS graduate who then went on to complete his post-secondary education at Michigan State University. He worked for the state of Michigan until his retirement. Those close to Dennis remember him as a special individual that loved to spend time with his friends and family, loved to travel, and was an avid MSU sports fan. Individuals involved in the establishment of this scholarship speak about what a special person he was and the inspiration to have his legacy continue on through this scholarship. The scholarship for 2026 is a non-renewable award in the amount of $500, and I'm happy to recognize the recipient as Cole Bocek. Next, I have the Vines Family Scholarship to present. Bear with me, I'm gonna try not to get a little emotional with this one. Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Vines developed this scholarship to recognize an outstanding senior who has been an active member and participant on the KHS varsity football team. The Vines family have been school boosters like none other, with an unmatched passion for the athletics, academics, and facilities that encompass the Brighton Township School District. While we felt the loss of Mr. Vines this year, his impact on this community remains as vibrant as ever. Ooh, and then I lost my spot. He and Mrs. Vines offered their talents to countless programs and projects within the district, and his Flivver spirit will live on through the students he inspired and the traditions he helped build. This scholarship was born from a shared dedication to being a Flivver, and it continues as a tribute to that lifelong commitment. We are proud to recognize an outstanding young man who embodies the same drive, passion, and school pride that Mr. and Mrs. Vines have always championed. This year's Vines Family Scholarship goes to Jackson Olson. The Peterson Family Scholarship. The Peterson family established this scholarship in memory of Buzz, Marcia, and Jeff Peterson. After the recent passing of their mother, Marcia, the family donated additional funds to the scholarship account and will keep her memory in the forefront as the scholarship is awarded now and in the future. It is their wish to provide opportunities for graduating seniors at KHS by helping them to further their education. The Peterson family has always advocated for education, athletics, and social development. On behalf of the Peterson family, I am proud to announce that the 2026 recipients of these two $500 scholarships are Christina Fraker and Sid Olson. The Dr. Dennis and Carol Ziemba Arts Scholarship. Dr. Dennis Ziemba created this scholarship in memory of his late wife, Carol Ann Ziemba, in 2010. Following Dennis's passing, his children renamed the scholarship and dedicated more funding to continue it. The Ziemba family is very proud to recognize KHS seniors pursuing a college education incorporating the arts. Tonight, one $700 Ziemba scholarship is being awarded, and the recipient is Arabelle Pohl. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Zach Wedge to the podium to present.
The next scholarship for tonight is the Alumni and Friends Scholarship. With a membership representing generations of KHS graduates, the organization is defined by Flivver pride. We are thrilled to support our graduating seniors as they begin their own journeys. The Alumni and Friends Committee has selected 5 recipients for the amount of $2,000. They are John Boyven, Kaylee Caldwell, Logan DeClark, Gavin Milron, and Liam Schooler. The next scholarship is in memory of Virginia Nasserini and Glenn Beidel. The Virginia Nasserini and Glenn Beidel Scholarship. Virginia Nasserini Beidel was a KHS graduate, class of 1947. This $2,500 scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who is pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering or business administration. This year's recipient is Sophia Zhao. So I was that guy last year I called out Miss Holfer on stage, and then they showed us up some more with the extra two scholarships. So keep going, all right? More money. We need more money for seniors. Our scholarship at the high school, we are motivated, okay, for next year. All right, we are going to do this. And for this year, though, we call it the KHS Jeans for a Cause Scholarship. The faculty and staff, we have Flivver Pride too at the high school. It's not just at the middle school. And so what we do is we created this scholarship to share our school pride with you seniors. So we want to recognize seniors with this scholarship award. With School Spirit, we have the opportunity to, as staff, to make everyone, staff, students alike, feel that they are part of something great in Flivver Nation. And you've heard a lot of that tonight about Flivver Nation and Flivver Pride. So at this time, we have 2 $500 scholarships for Jack Kriegel and Carly Trevelyan. The next scholarship is the Gordon C. Kleiman Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established at KHS in honor of the late Gordon C. Kleiman. Mr. Kleiman was a 1944 graduate of Kingsford High School. He led a successful career in the food and agriculture industry. It was his hope to share his passion for hard work and innovative thinking by helping the students at KHS further their education. On behalf of Mr. Kleiman's family, I would like to present this scholarship in the amount of $1,500 to Aiden Coe. The Joe Dyert Memorial Scholarship. Mrs. Norma Dyert and her family developed this scholarship in 2009 to honor the memory of her late husband, Joe. Applicants for the scholarship must be pursuing a degree in the areas of environmental engineering or environmental sciences. Mrs. Dyert shared with us that the environment and the outdoors were always close to Joe's heart. So this year's scholarship, in the amount of $500, goes to Arabelle Poe. The Taylor Bosley Memorial Scholarship. The family of Taylor Bosley established this scholarship to honor her memory and remember the special person that brought such a beautiful smile everywhere she went and shared with all those she encountered. We are pleased to present 4 recipients in the amount of $500 for the Taylor Bosley Memorial Scholarship. They are Owen Edwards, Stella Mindock, William Mervich, and Madeline Zuski. The Zeeb Trucking Vocational Scholarship Zeeb Trucking created this scholarship to recognize at KHS a graduating senior as they pursued their dream of attending a post-secondary vocational training program or a 2-year college program, and then entering the world of work. Dennis Zeeb, owner, has a passion for helping students that are interested in furthering their education, and then entering the world of work as the next generation of KHS graduates, embarking on new careers as successful employees. We are pleased to present a $1,500 scholarship to Evelyn Langling. The next scholarship is the Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship. The Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship honors the memory of Jolene, a compassionate and caring Kingsford High School senior from the class of 2018. Tragically, Jolene passed away in a car accident before she could begin her nursing studies at Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, or NWTC. This scholarship was established to support a graduating KHS senior pursuing a college education in the medical field, ensuring Jolene's dream of helping others lives on. The recipient of the Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship is Brianna Primo. The Charles and Patricia Ryan Nelson Scholarship. The Charles and Patricia Ryan Nelson Scholarship was established at Kingsford High School in 1999. The 2026 Nelson Scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years. At this time, I am honored to recognize 5 individuals for this scholarship. It is Rylan Horton, Wesley Liebern, Owen Olkanen, Miley Tusa, and Blaine Wanfer. The KHS Class of 1971 Robert Van Lanen Scholarship. Kingsford High School Class of 1971 alumni Robert Van Lanen established the scholarship to give back to his alma mater by helping a Kingsford High School graduating senior further their education. Mr. Van Lanen shared that after 4 years of college prep courses, college wasn't for him. He pumped gas, built furniture and houses, and landscaped until he was eventually hired by CCI. He retired as the building maintenance manager after 38 years. This year's recipients were selected by Mr. Van Lanen because they are prime examples of what his scholarship is for. They are willing to get their hands dirty, take pride in what they do, and be an outstanding person in the community. The recipients of a $1,000 scholarship and a $50 gift card to purchase Kingsford apparel are Evelyn Langland and Sylvia Sutton. And I will invite Mrs. Sutton to the podium.
Class of 2026, this is a real bittersweet moment for me. I'm going to try to hold it together the best I can, but there are no promises, and you're all getting hugs when you come up here. This next scholarship to offer tonight is the Vera Ruth Kezar Memorial Scholarship. The Vera Ruth Kezar Memorial Scholarship was established in 2008. Mrs. Kezar worked as the nurse and utilization coordinator at the VA Medical Center for 32 years before retiring. This scholarship was established to make a positive difference in the nursing profession by awarding a scholarship to an individual pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. This year, one $500 scholarship is being awarded, and that recipient is Sophia Seidel. This next scholarship is the Robert Spencer Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Spencer had a sincere passion for working with young people, not only as a teacher, but also in the role of senior class advisor. This is the second year we are awarding the Robert D. Spencer Memorial Scholarship, and I am proud to announce the recipients of a $1,000 scholarship are Athena Donnelly, Mackenzie Langcor, Adeline Norman, and Jocelyn Shaughnessy. This next scholarship is the Dr. Susan Rotz Scholarship. Dr. Susan Rotz is a 1970 graduate of KHS. She had a long career as a registered dietitian before obtaining her doctorate in nutrition. As a researcher at the University of Minnesota Medical School and the USDA, she did work evaluating dietary intake in the promotion of optimal health and the prevention of chronic diseases. She is currently retired, but serving as an adjunct professor at the Department of Food Science and Nutrition at the University of Minnesota and operated a clinical nutrition private practice. For the graduating class of 2026, she has chosen to award a $1,000 non-renewable scholarship, and on her behalf, I am honored to present the Dr. Susan Rotz Scholarship to Olivia Brooks. This next scholarship is the Arnholder Gussert Family Scholarship. KHS alumnus Casey Gussert Arnholder and her husband Eric have created a scholarship to honor their passion for the medical field and their commitment to helping younger generations fulfill their dream of a college education. Both Casey and Eric are seasoned professionals in the field of pharmacy, dedicated to clinical management and regional pharmacy support. Applicants for this scholarship must be pursuing a degree in the healthcare field and must have been involved in extracurricular activities as well as community service activities throughout high school. Casey and Eric felt this year's recipient's essay stood out above the rest and definitely highlighted her passion to be within the medical field. The recipient of this $500 scholarship is Carly Trevelyan. This next scholarship is the Cameron's Helping Others Scholarship. The Price family established the Cameron's Helping Others Scholarship to help carry on Cameron's love for learning and helping others. The scholarship requirements were broad because Cameron always wanted everyone to have the same opportunities. Although there were several qualified applicants, the Price family has chosen Samantha Keenan as the recipient of a $500 Cameron's Helping Others Scholarship. The Price family would like to congratulate Samantha and wish her success in her future. The following scholarships are designated for students attending Michigan Technological University. While these awards are offered through MTU, they are reserved specifically for Kingsford High School students, and our local scholarship committee played a role in selecting this year's recipients. The first is the MTU James A. Clugness Scholarship. The MTU James A. Clugness Scholarship is awarded annually to an outstanding graduate of Iron Mountain and/or Kingsford High School for study at Michigan Tech University. The Clugness Scholarship is renewable for a total of 4 years, provided the recipient maintains a cumulative GPA of 3.25 and carries an average course load of 16 credit hours per semester. The KHS recipient of the 2026 James A. Clugness Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $10,000 is Jackson Olson. This next scholarship is the MTU Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship. The Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship was established at Michigan Tech to recognize deserving graduates of Kingsford High School. To be considered for the Perla Scholarship, students must possess an overall GPA of 2.5 or higher, have been active in community service and/or extracurricular activities, and in general have been a credit to the school and community. The KHS recipient of the 2026 Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $4,800 is Peyton McMahon. Next is the Danielson Insurance Agency Scholarship. Danielson Insurance Agency Incorporated developed this scholarship to recognize KHS graduates in pursuing their dreams of attending college. Danielson Insurance was founded in 1982, and as a local company, they believe in supporting the community. The agency has started this annual $1,000 scholarship, and I am pleased to present the 2026 Scholarship Award to Bennett Braden. And now I'd like to invite Mr. David Lindbeck to the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Sutton. Jalen Jennings Memorial Scholarship. Jalen was a positive and active student at KHS. She excelled in her studies and athletic activities, and she loved to work with and help others. She was an avid sports fan and participated and as a participant and a spectator. Since she was a young girl, Jalen dreamed of attending the University of Michigan, and with much determination during her illness, she graduated with honors with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology in 2019. The Jennings family established a scholarship to honor Jalen's love for the University of Michigan and support Kingsford High School students in following their dreams of becoming a Wolverine. Tonight, we are pleased to present the Jalen Jennings Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $4,000 to Carly Trevelyan. The W. Glenn and Ella Meddy Scholarship. The Ellie Carlson and Meddy and W. Glenn Meddy Scholarship was established by the Carlson Meddy family to honor 2 graduates of Kingsford High School. Glenn graduated in 1938 and Ella in 1942. Their loyalty to Kingsford High School and commitment to the educational opportunity for its students has been the cornerstone of their scholarship for over 25 years. This year's recipient is Alexander Erickson. The Tim Touche Legacy Scholarship. This scholarship, valued at $1,500, is being offered in memory of Staff Sergeant Timothy Touche, a 2002 graduate of Florence High School, an honored member of the Wisconsin National Guard. Tim left his mark on the world and touched countless lives through his selfless service and his dedication and commitment to his country, fellow service members, many friends, and his beloved family. This evening, we are proud to award the 2026 Tim Touche Legacy Scholarship to Landon Adam and Jackson Olson. The June D. Weissman Memorial Scholarship. This evening, we are proudly honor 2 seniors in the graduating class of 2026 with a scholarship honoring Mrs. Weissenen's lifelong commitment to education. 1 scholarship is being awarded to a student pursuing a vocational or technical 2-year degree, and 1 scholarship is being awarded to a 4-year college-bound student. A vocational scholarship in the amount of $2,500 is being awarded to the following senior: Jacob Earn. And a 4-year college-bound scholarship in the amount of $5,000 is being awarded to William Mervich. The William and Elaine Kleiman Scholarship. The William and Elaine Kleiman Scholarship was established at KHS in 1993. This scholarship alternated each year between 4-year and 2-year college-bound students. Since its inception, over $10,000 has been awarded in Kleiman scholarships. Tonight, one $750 Kleiman scholarship is being awarded to Jaden Reynolds. The Andrew Corsi Scholarship. This scholarship was established by the Corsi family more than 18 years ago. Since 2001, over $10,000 has been awarded from the Andrew Corsi Scholarship Fund. Tonight, one $500 scholarship is being awarded to a KHS senior for the class of 2026, and the recipient is Ellie Drum. The Scott Mickelson Scholarship. The Scott Mickelson Scholarship was established by Mr. and Mrs. Donald Mickelson in memory of their son, Scott. He was a KHS graduate with the class of 1993. One $500 non-renewable scholarship is being awarded, and the recipient is Hunter Havruka. The St. Mary Queen of Peace Scholarship. In recognition of the outstanding accomplishments and contributions of service to the Queen of Peace Parish, and on behalf of Father Mike, I am happy to award a $500 scholarship to the following senior: Carly Trevelyan. The Woodland PTO Scholarship. The Woodland PTO Association established a scholarship to recognize graduating seniors who have attended Woodland Elementary. Applicants must have attended Woodland for at least 3 years. This year, 4 students will be receiving a $500 award. They are Anja Bradley, Grace Rice, Miley Tusa, and Olivia Westcott. And now I'd like to invite Kingsford High School Assistant Principal, Miss Bloomer, to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Limbeck. The first scholarship I will be giving out is the Dr. Ann Masonich Gilly Scholarship. The Dr. Ann Masonich Gilly Scholarship has been established to support female graduates in the community with assistance in defraying the cost of a college education. This annual scholarship will be offered to both Iron Mountain and Kingsford graduates. Dr. Gilly stated, "I appreciated the scholarships I received as a student and always will. My college education opened the door to an incredible career and life opportunities, and I realized that we are all lifelong learners. I vowed to repay the kindness and generosity of others when I was able. I hope that recipients of this scholarship will pay it forward as well. The first Dr. Ann Masonich Gilly Scholarship will be awarded to a KHS Class of 2026 graduate. These year's recipients are Landon Adam and Micah Flunker. The next scholarship is the Run Iron Mountain Half Marathon Scholarship. The Run Iron Mountain Half Marathon is an annual race within our community. A portion of the proceeds from the race support local scholarships. Typically, recipients have participated in the Run Iron Mountain Half Marathon relay, 10K, 5K, or 2-mile run, either as a participant or a volunteer. This year's recipient of the $1,500 scholarship is Anya Bradley. The next scholarship is the James F. Lee Memorial Scholarship. The family of James F. Lee established this scholarship in his memory and his passion and contribution to education. Mr. Lee was a 1954 graduate of Kingsford High School and was very proud to be an alumnus of KHS and be called a Fliver. This year's James F. Lee recipients are Madeline McKinnon and Liam Schooler. The next scholarship is the I'm Worthy Scholarship. I would like to share a few words on behalf of the anonymous donors. The I'm Worthy Scholarship has been set up by a Kingsford alumnus. It is awarded to a student who has overcome obstacles in their lives to achieve academic and personal success. As usual, there were many worthy candidates, and the selection process was not an easy one. The selection committee would like to congratulate all of the very worthy applicants and wish them all of the best in their future endeavors. The winner of this year's I'm Worthy Scholarship has shown amazing perseverance, maturity, personal reflection, and hard work. But most of all, they have shown bravery. We all have obstacles in the way of our success, but this student met those obstacles, stared them straight in the eye, and smashed through them. She is an inspiration to us all. We are proud to present this scholarship to Aubrey Oakler. Congratulations. The next scholarship is the Robert St. Louis Scholarship. The family of Mr. St. Louis established this scholarship in 2009 to honor his memory and his dedication and passion to the education of our youth. A $500 scholarship is being awarded to Miley Tusa. The next scholarship is the A.J. Massey Scholarship. The A.J. Massey Scholarship was established by the Massey family in 2001 to honor his memory. At this time, I am happy to present the 2026 A.J. Massey Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Marley Dixon. The next scholarship is the Math and Science Scholarship. The Math and Science Scholarship was established last year by an anonymous donor. Inspired by their own experiences of receiving financial support for their education, the donors believe very strongly in the value of learning and its significant long-term benefits. At this time, I would like to recognize individuals and the reason they were selected as the recipients of the $1,000 Math and Science Scholarship. So please hold your applause until the third person has been called up. Sophia Capo for perseverance, Cassandra Olson, hard work and grit, dedication, Cameron Stratton, kind-hearted, motivated, and driven. The next scholarship is the Joe and Mary Lou Floriano Scholarship. Joe Floriano, class of 1971, and Mary Lou Brandbach Floriano, class of 1972, established this scholarship to reflect their very lifelong connection to their alma mater and their desire to support the next generation of Flivers. The scholarship is specifically tailored to assist students entering a trade or technical field, as well as those pursuing degrees in business management. The first Floriano Scholarship recipient of the $1,000 scholarship is Christina Fraker. The next scholarship is the Richard and Darlene Dixon Scholarship. Richard and Darlene Dixon developed this scholarship to recognize KHS graduating seniors that are pursuing a post-secondary education in the STEM fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. Mr. Dixon is proud to be a graduate of Kingsford High School and has a sincere desire to provide scholarship assistance to the younger generation as they embark on a pursuit of their own college education. The 2026 recipients of the $1,500 award are Marley Byers, Isaac LeBouf, Tressa Martin, Ivy Van Oyen, and Bella Wary. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Jamie Lockhart to the podium.
The first scholarship I'll be presenting this evening is the KHS Academic Booster Club Scholarship, and we're always looking for new members, so keep that in mind. As a member of the Academic Booster Club, I'm honored to offer this scholarship. The KHS ABC Scholarship was first established 10 years ago, and it is offered to students who positively represent KHS, mainly in the qualities of academics and character. This scholarship would not be possible without the support of Fliver Nation for the ABC's singular fundraiser, Cow Bingo, happening next weekend on May 17th. I'm proud to award $500 to this year's recipients of the Academic Booster Club Scholarship. John Branham, Alex Erickson, Abigail Floriano, Cassie Olson, Sid Olson, Brianna Primo, Carly Trevelyan, and Bella Weary. Congratulations. Next is the Tracy Van Dusen Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established to support Kingsford seniors who have shown courage in the face of a personal loss. This year's candidate carries forward Tracy's legacy of faith and family. As they transition to Michigan Technological University this fall, we recognize their dedication to education and their perseverance through adversity. The recipient of the 2026 Tracy Van Dusen Memorial Scholarship is James Lindgren. Next is the Community Foundation of the Upper Peninsula Mechanical Industry Fund, United Educational Scholarship Fund. The Community Foundation of the Upper Peninsula Mechanical Industry Fund is proud to support the next generation of skilled professionals. The fund was established to invest in dedicated students who are pursuing excellence in the mechanical trades and engineering fields. By providing this scholarship, they aim to strengthen the local workforce and ensure that the Upper Peninsula continues to thrive through technical expertise and innovation. This year, the Community Foundation of the UP selected 3 students for a $300 scholarship: Landon Adam, Jack Kriegel, and Cameron Stratton. Next is the Boyce U of M Scholarship. The Boyce U of M Scholarship was developed by Dr. George and Gloria Boyce to provide scholarship support to students attending the University of Michigan. Dr. Boyce himself was a 1940 U of M graduate. Until his passing, he was a very actively involved individual in the scholarship process and very proudly met his scholarship recipients personally. On behalf of the Boyce family, I'm happy to recognize the following senior with a one-time award in the amount of $5,000, Carly Trevelyan. Next is the Guido Cecilia Jaffola Memorial Scholarship. In 2016, the Brighton Township School District was the recipient of a monetary gift through the trust of the Guido and Cecilia Jaffola. The 2025 Jaffola Scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years. At this time, I'm honored to recognize this year's Jaffola recipients, Evan Scott and Jaslyn Shaughnessy. Next is the Garrett F. Lee Memorial Scholarship. Garrett F. Lee, a 1959 graduate of Kingsford High School and the third of 5 siblings, embodied a spirit of service from a young age. His dedication was recognized on September 30th, 1956, when Kingsford Troop 510 bestowed upon him the prestigious Eagle Scout Award. This commitment to service continued during his time as president of the Iota Chi chapter of Alpha Phi Omega at Northern Michigan University. This national service fraternity, grounded in the principles of the Boy Scouts of America, further solidified his values. After graduating from NMU in 1963, Garrett moved to Chicago to begin his career as a supervisor of Campbell's Soup Company. However, his service-oriented path took a different turn just 3 months later when he was drafted into the U.S. Army. He served his country in Vietnam War and tragically lost his life in action on November 17, 1965, during the Battle of the Ia Drang. In lasting tribute to Garrett F. Lee's memory, this scholarship has been established through generous contributions of former military members and the Lee family, ensuring his legacy of service continues to inspire future generations. The recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Landon Adam. Next is the Hometown Lumber Scholar Athlete. Hometown Lumber graciously offers this scholarship each year to a graduating senior. It is offered to a senior boy or girl to be used in the field of education or vocational training of 9 months in duration or longer. Any Kingsford High School senior boy or girl is eligible to apply if they have at least a 3.0 grade average or better and has participated and earned a minimum of 3 varsity letters during their high school career in any sport. On behalf of Hometown Lumber, I am pleased to award the 2026 Scholar Athlete Award to Jack Kriegel. Next is the Tony Spigarelli Memorial Scholarship. The family members of Tony Spigarelli established a scholarship to honor his memory. Tony was a 2008 Kingsford High School graduate. It is his family's wish to help further the education of college-bound students who shared his love of soccer. This year's recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Isaac LeBoeuf. Next is the Ray Drake Kingsford Football Alumni Scholarship. In 2007, a group of individuals came together with a vision of recognizing KHS football athletes with a scholarship named after Mr. Ray Drake. Each year since then, they have awarded one $1,000 renewable to a selected recipient. The Ray Drake Kingsford Football Alumni Scholarship Committee has selected the following senior of a $4,000 scholarship, Jack Kriegel. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Lindbeck back to the podium to present the senior class top 10% and high honors.
Thank you, Mrs. Lockhart. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the top 10% of the class of 2026. Landon Adams, Chloe Blazer, John Branham, Marley Byers, Abigail Floriano, Hunter Havrika, Jack Kriegel, Peyton McMahon, Cassie Olson, Jackson Olson, Carly Trevelyan, Blaine Wanfer, and Maddie Zuski. And now I'd like to introduce you to and congratulate high honors of 4.0 and above. High honors are Landon Adam, Chloe Blazer, Marley Byers, Abigail Floriano, Jack Kriegel, Jackson Olson, Carly Trevelyan, and Blaine Wanford. Once again, congratulations on your achievements. On behalf of Kingsford High School and Brighton Township Schools, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of tonight's scholarship recipients and the entire class of 2026. It has truly been a pleasure and a privilege to celebrate with you this evening and with you to recognize all that you've already accomplished. The class of 2026, it's been an honor to watch you grow over the past 4 years. You have made a lasting impact in Kingsford High School through your leadership, your involvement, your resilience, and your commitment to excellence. You are a remarkable group of young people, and you will be deeply missed. As you prepare to close this chapter and begin the next stage of your journey, I encourage you, again, to take some time to reflect and appreciate those who helped you along the way. Thank your parents, your families, your teachers, your coaches, your advisors, and your mentors. But also spend some time with your classmates and friends. Enjoy these last moments together, because the memories you've created here at Kingsford High School will stay with you forever. No matter where life takes you next, whether it's college, the military technical training, or entering the workforce, know that we are proud of you, and we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the impact that you will make on this world. You'll always be a part of the Kingsford family and the Flivver Nation. And again, at the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, all scholarship recipients, please stay back for a photo. And parents, we have some refreshments outside the media center when we dismiss here. And once again, thank you for being here tonight. Congratulations, class of 2026. This concludes our presentation.